If you're not sure of how to begin your renovation, go to Home Trust. Home Trust is Singapore's leading renovation platform that matches homeowners with trusted interior designers. On the main page, simply click the Get Recommendations feature and answer a few simple questions to get matched with reputable IDs. From there, you can check out their portfolios and take a look at their reviews. Did you know that Home Trust do not delete negative reviews? This is where Home Trust stands out, by providing the promise of trust and transparency to homeowners like ourselves. If you want to know more, make sure you visit their website at hometrust.sg. Hi everyone, welcome to part 2 of our painting episode. In the previous video, we talked about paint testing and all you need to know before painting, so please check out that video if you have not done so. In today's video, we will be painting the entire house and we will be trying the very trendy Limewash painting ourselves. So be sure to watch till the end to see the final results.
As for the actual paint itself, right, this is a little bit interesting. What we're using is a new model from Nippon Paint, which is easy wash and clean. Now the reason why we are going for this model is because we are going to do lime wash painting using regular paint. And that's where we will require the matte finish from the paint itself. When it comes to matte finish, right, some of you might know that matte finish is very easy to dirty. It is very difficult to touch up, especially when it is lime wash, because it is a combination of multiple colors. You cannot actually go back on the second day to do some touch-ups if you accidentally stain the wall. So what we have here is the matte finish, and it is also easy wash and clean itself. On top of that, we also have the anti-mold technology. So I find that this itself is the best combination when it comes to lime wash painting using regular paint. Now for most homeowners, what we will firstly think about would be the color itself. But equally as important is the type of paint itself. Do you know that there's different grades of paint? Normally, when you do not question the ID will normally give you the Nippon Vinylex 5000, which is the lowest tier of paint itself. Did you know that different types of paint come with different properties? So for example here, what we have here is the Raffles Anti-Mold. This is odorless, anti-mold, antibacterial, washable, non-toxic, and eco-friendly. There are some paints, right, that is even formaldehyde resistance, and it also have antibacterial properties. It is also easy to clean, and some other paint, right, is even anti-mosquitoes. Of course, those are much more expensive. So be sure to take some time to do your research on the different kinds of paint and then decide whether if you want to upgrade from the Vinylex 5000 series.
And so what you have here is a paint age trimmer. It looks something like this. I think it's actually quite cool. Okay, check out the results. Okay, it looks something like this. And there's actually no need to put masking tape on the edges itself. So let me just do a demo on this unfinished edge, right? So you can just put the paint edge trimmer over here, flush it to the corner, and just swipe it. Okay, and let's see how it performs. Not too bad, isn't it? Right? I think it's convenient, especially for the noobs, right? Those without any painting experience, I think it's worth a try. So this thing costs about $4 or $5. Not too bad. I wouldn't say that this is a fail. Highly recommended. Limewash painting is the latest renovation trend, and thanks to social media, we also fell for it. During our initial research, we found out that there are two kinds of limewash paint, the real and fake limewash. For real limewash paint, you are using all natural materials. It is easy to apply and environmental friendly. However, there are also a few downsides to real limewash. Firstly, your walls will feel powdery for a long time. It may take up to a year or so before it stabilizes. This is because lime wash is a natural material that absorbs water from the surrounding air. Next, lime wash is also prone to stains and moisture-related issues. The biggest cons of real lime wash is that the color changes over time. In the Singapore weather, this can be a big problem. Now, let's talk about fake lime wash, or what is often called faux lime wash. This is done using regular paint by mixing two colors together. With this, all the problems with real lime wash can be avoided. This paint is more durable and colors do not fade over time. It is also stain and mold resistant due to the easy clean and anti-mold properties. The only downside here is that you may need to be very careful when selecting the two colors because not all colors can blend together nicely. Additionally, the fake lime wash is slightly more challenging to apply because it requires blending and layering techniques. You may need a bit of practice to get it right. And so after considering all the pros and cons, we decided to go with the fake lime wash instead of real. The cost between real and fake lime wash is very similar if you do it yourself. For context, 10 liters of paint is enough to cover the entire house with lime wash on 3 coats. We spent around $150 on the paint itself. However, if you were to engage a professional painter for this, it is likely going to cost you more than 10 times or even 20 times. The cost of painting doesn't come from the material, but it comes from the labor itself. For context, it took me 3 days to complete my bedroom and the living room with lime wash alone. Together with 2 coats of ceiling paint and 2 coats of primer, it took me a full week to finish painting the entire house, and that doesn't include the touching up of the edges and corners. Therefore, if you're not doing lime wash paint, you can consider hiring a professional to do it. For lime wash painting, it is still recommended to do it yourself to save some money. It can also be quite a fun process as well, especially if you have someone to help you.
And so here is the end result of the lime wash paint after 3 coats of painting. And this is how it looks like up close. Can you see a little bit of the textures? Right, and this wall as well. Okay, actually from up close you cannot really see a lot, but when you zoom out, you can see more of the textures over here. Now we are going with more subtle textures, and that is why you do not see a lot of harsh strokes. And so what I learned over here is that you cannot just anyhow use your brush and go with crisscross patterns. You need to go with shorter strokes. If you do longer strokes, right, what you end up is you'll be able to see the exact crisscross. Now this is how the bedroom looks like after lime wash paint. You can tell that this version of the lime wash paint is more aggressive in terms of the brush strokes as compared to the living room. Right, if you go closer, you can see that the brush strokes are more aggressive, and it's all up to your personal preference, right? If you prefer to have more lime wash effect, you can choose different colors or go with lesser coats or try to blend it differently.
If you're going to DIY your lime wash paint, here are some closing tips as we wrap up this video. Number 1, choose your colors carefully. Not all colors can pair well together. Secondly, if you prefer more subtle textures like us, choose 2 colors that are closer to each other. If you prefer more aggressive lime wash patterns, then select a bigger difference in the color shades. Next, the more coats you blend into the wall, the more it looks like a single color. Therefore, take a pause every once in a while to observe and be careful not to overdo it. There are many techniques to lime wash, but the crisscross pattern is by far the easiest way to produce good results. Also, it is easier to blend the colors together with shorter strokes. Longer strokes may look like streaks of messy paint instead of lime wash. And lastly, remember to have fun and eventually tell your friends that this is done by yourself. And that is all for today's video. We hope you like our video so far. In the next episode, we'll be showing you our drawings and 3D renders for the entire house. So be sure to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so, and drop us your comments if you have any questions. See you in the next one. Bye.